Alicia's popping some tall boys.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. I think we're live. It's week 126 of the Draw or Die live podcast. Is that what we're calling this? I guess.
No, we haven't done a 126 live podcasts.
Well, it's week 126 of the brand. So.
It's probably like podcast 12.
No, we did more than that. Hey, you notice I got my background music playing this time? Learning. Hey, today we're going to go through some Promptober stuff, some new details, or, new sponsorships, or at least one new sponsorship. Other stuff, going to talk about that. Tonight's topic will be life art balance. And look at this, Alicia. I drew a sad DJ with a bottle and a thing there. Maybe we'll talk about that live. No.
Why do you think it's funny?
I surprised her with that. I'm like, oh, so I just wrote these little notes for myself about art life balance. So Capricorn, PJ, fish, and waffles. Maybe I'll explain what that is. Those are just notes to myself. But here we are. Welcome. Hey, everybody over in the chat. We got 10 people watching. System of Steph. Good evening. Jeez.
Evening.
I'm so used to the morning shows now. Hot Piece of Toast. Larry, what's up? Paul. I know most people by their real names. Lola. Good evening. Good evening.
I've seen these 3 of your frog drawings from this week's Draw or Die Daily Drawing Club, and those were amazing.
Yeah, she was telling me, she's like, look at Larry's frogs. Like, they're awesome.
Steph's was on point as well.
Yeah, great. Okay, so what's new with Promptober this week, Alicia? Allie?
So, new on Promptober.com, I got the prize page up, so that's exciting. And we don't know what the prizes will be for some of them, like Blackwing Pencil. We're hoping for a subscription, but we'll see. Field Notes, they were able to sponsor us with an annual subscription, so that's very exciting. And we've reached out to a few new sponsors that we did not have last year, and I think we're going to have some exciting announcements for that next week.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Field Notes. I don't know why I didn't ask them last year for this. They seem to be like, whatever you want. And I'm like,
they just put a bunch of stuff in a box and sent it to us, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, so Field Notes is always awesome. That's a, Draplin co-joint there. So Draplin's one of my favorite designers. We'll talk about that sticker thing in a second. The squares, which Alicia said, why are they called squares? Shouldn't they be triangles? And
they're triangle squares.
Yeah, I think it's make squares. Make square angles with it, but you're right.
That would not help me make a square, but I also can't draw, so.
And Maker's Cabinet's also giving us the ferrule. It's like a pencil extender, so when your pencils get, almost done, you can put them in the fancy ferrule here. Ferrule? Like Perry Farrell? That just punched?
Or is it like jaw rule?
Jaw rule? Ferrule?
Ferrule. They could do a crossover.
Okay. Those are cool. I kind of
super awesome people at Maker's Cabinet. No questions asked. Every single year they're in for these awesome tools that will last you generations. So
forever.
That's exciting.
Forever and ever. I've got my. Look at how dirty. Well, this is a bad. I have not. I'm gonna try this new camera view. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm. This is my Hoovel. It's very. I got to get some brass cleaner and clean that up, but it'll last forever.
I like the patina on that.
You like the patina?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What else? Blackwing, yeah, prizes to come soon, but I think they just released their new Frank Lloyd Wright pencil set, which is really cool. I'm also a big Frank Lloyd Wright fan. You wouldn't know that, but I am. I've got some books, and of course we've got Falling Water here locally. We've never been there, Alicia. We should go.
Nope.
In once again is the Sketchboard Pro, so we're recovering this for people, but Sketchboard Pro, that's what I'm using here with my iPad. It's probably the best.
It's the new one too.
Yeah, it's the new one with the little pegs, the little magnetic pegs. It's much lighter than the original one. If you have an original, it's much lighter. iPad not included. Very good. Glad we pointed that out. And of course, Sketchbox. We have a reel coming. I just recorded a reel for the Sketchbox opening. They sent us 4-packs, right? Or 3 or 4?
They sent us 3 of the premium kits.
Okay, cool.
And then they also sent us this big nice pack that's build your own fashion illustration. And it feels like there's a really nice big sketchbook in here.
Yeah, I wanted to open that up, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave it for the. And Dango prize info coming soon. We're trying to get a hold of them to figure out like a nice setup for like a cool sketch wallet, with maybe one of their Ultim pens. Very nice. So Alicia, do you want to talk about this sticker promotion real quick?
So on the prizes page, you can find this tile, and if you draw the first 5 prompts in October, you can post your art on social media and tag us at drawordie.co. Or if you're shy about your art or you hate social media, like some people do, you could post it in the Discord. And once you've posted all 5 of those pieces of art, you will come here, you will click this tile, there'll be a short Google form to fill out, and I will mail you the Draw Everyday Promptober 2024 sticker that you can see there.
Yeah, very cool. Actually, I have it. Do I have one right here? Wait. I do. 1 second. Let me just... Got the Promptober sticker here. Very nice. Very cool little, like, you know, little badge of honor, I suppose. I like that. So yeah, thanks again to all the sponsors, and we have another one that's lined up. We're going to talk about that next week. I wanted to say something tonight, but we're going to make sure, like they said, they're in a really cool, let's say, bag company / some other stuff, other cool stuff. It's dangerous, Alicia said. We looked at their website and we were like, uh-oh.
I think my 2 kryptonites are office supplies and bags.
Yeah.
And like not normal girl stuff like Coach bags, like messenger bags and backpacks and travel bags. Yeah. So I think we're screwed. I think I'm gonna spend a lot of money on this couple.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks again, sponsors. Let's go back to back to this guy. So yeah, if you're out there and you're new, there's 20 people watching now. It's a nice alternative to Inktober. Again, that's how that works. You get the prompts. No pressure at all, really. We don't want any pressure with the contest. You don't have to draw all 31, even if you just do a few. It's all about just having fun and getting you moving. Alicia and I were kind of kicking around an idea in the car today. We were talking about maybe, I don't know. It's just an idea that we're working on about, can we possibly do more challenges as we go throughout the year, like maybe every other month, like some kind of challenge. It'll keep us. Yeah. That's all I'll say with that right now. But we're kicking that around, like maybe in December and then February, something fun to do. Maybe not all the time like prizes. Like we didn't do any prizes during 28 when we did the 28 February challenge, but just different cool themes to keep us rolling. So yeah, there's our sponsors again. Look, I doodled little. These are really junky drawings, to be honest, but I just doodled these up real fast. Although, you know, I like my little Sketchbox guy. He's nice. And the pencil. Okay. Other stuff. Thank you, Daily Drawing Club rejoiners. We've had a lot of rejoiners this week. Brandon today, Matt, Dan. We're seeing people pop back up. That's awesome. I really appreciate you guys joining back up. New, and this is going back a little ways here, but Becky, Jess, Blaze, Tosh Doodle, Craig down in Australia, Lord Mandrake, Savvy, some of the V friends, the V fam, we call them, joining up to draw every day. And yeah, so something's on fire outside.
There's always something on fire. I think our fire goes off every 15 minutes just for the heck of it.
Very excited. Hey, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream, if you're watching, like the stream. So make sure you subscribe to the channel here. Tonight's topic, besides all of that, is basically art-life balance. So, as most people that know me know, I'm a Capricorn, which means I'm like really, I am a typical Capricorn. I am working all the time. I'm very meticulous. I always think I don't get enough done, so I'm very hard on myself, I think. I don't know why. Why is that, Alicia?
I don't think we have time for therapy right now.
So, yeah, anyways, I work really hard. You guys, I think, that are in the club know that. And I'm pretty hard on myself sometimes. So, and like, it's been a tough... Yeah, it's been
every moment of all the days.
Yeah, I won't go too far into details. I'm not going to make this a depressing conversation. I'll just say, like, lately, it's been sad DJ. And sad DJ's, like, no fun sometimes. I'm just bummed out sometimes because it's just been I'm not always like, hey, let's draw every day. I'm just like normal people. I feel down. I've had a lot of stuff going on. We've had friends come and go off this planet. And this year's been kind of tough to think about. And it also makes you kind of dial back and go like, what is all this work we're doing for? So I've just been reflecting that in my own mind. And then we had a chance to get out of town. And it was just like, all right, let's go take a break. And normally, I might be a little nervous to do that. I might be like, oh, I'm going to be behind 3 days, or I'm going to be behind whatever. But this time it was just a little bit different. So I think the lesson for myself, and maybe for anyone else out there that's like being too hard on themselves, maybe you're in a different position where you're thinking you're not getting enough done. But really, you got to go out and the way I'm looking at it is like getting out and experiencing things, even if it's something a little scary or something not going right, because it's going to make you a better artist too, to have those life experiences and kind of get out there and feel, get out there and get COVID, or get out there and go amongst the crowds. What?
We already did that. We're not doing that again.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. So yeah, I did the reason I put the PJ was Pearl Jam. We went to Pearl Jam on Thursday night. Little life update, I guess. Pearl Jam, Fish, I don't remember. Oh yeah, the aquarium. The next day we decided, like, let's go to the aquarium. I messed up, and I thought that the Baltimore Comic-Con was that weekend. So I actually started messaging people going like, hey, we're in Baltimore. We'll come, like, hang out. And they're like, DJ, it's next weekend. So I don't know why I got confused, but I was confused. So we decided to go to the aquarium. It's one of the National Aquarium, right?
It is. I have to say, we were there in 2017, and I feel like it was nicer then. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's a funding or staffing issue. Probably staffing more than funding.
Yeah.
But it was still good. I was very sad though because the octopus was not out, and that made me sad. But
yeah, the octopus is one of my favorite things in that aquarium. So we were also running around. You're going to probably see a couple drawing prompts in the drawing club this week, because as I'm walking through, Ali was like, "Ooh, drawing prompt! Ooh, drawing prompt! Ooh, drawing prompt!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." So probably a couple birds and a couple. I think there's a cave painting one, like from the Aborigine paintings or something, like cave paintings. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's made me think about the whole thing about like art-life balance, because usually, like, we like to live. We're very, like, she's busy too. Allie's busy a lot, very busy. Like, she worked all day today on the website as well. She's been working since she woke up on graphics and like updating the sponsor.
It's sad though, because like if you look at the website, it really doesn't look like I did very much.
Yeah, but but it's a good lesson that you have actually invested your time to learn Photoshop a little bit, like a little bit more,
It's the most frustrating program in all of computers.
Yeah. And they always change things
Everything.
up. Yeah, so I guess that's just kind of a little message about, again, just kind of Jess says, I'm a professional artist, and the hardest thing I had to do is learn how to not do art. I do jujitsu and play football. I feel like it balances it out a little more. I don't really do anything. That's probably my problem, is that I'm just like, oh, I'm not drawing. I'm off. I'm gonna go draw some more, which I don't mind because I enjoy. I do enjoy doing it. But
it's funny. When we were at VCon, a lot of the V friends that came up said like, "Oh, how is it for you to share DJ with the V friends? It's so ambitious. He does so much. I bet he's drawing all the time." And the funny part is that it's not really any different, because if DJ was still in his marketing job, he would do the marketing job, and then when that would be over, it would be drawing comics for the rest of the evening. So regardless, it's the same.
yeah, but I'm trying to do a better job of like actually keeping mindful of like, hey, I'm not. I never want to admit. I'm never gonna say that I'm burning out or anything like that, because I'm not. I can go.
No.
I can go ham, but but it feels good to actually kind of relax a little bit, and also like, you know, I'm not. I did draw the. I drew the sad DJ with. I'm just gonna say it because like, Alicia went out something. I was at home working and I like had a couple drinks, and then suddenly she came home and I was like tipsy and I was sad. I was sad DJ and it was like pathetic. I was just like, I'm feeling kind of sad inside. And she's like trying to figure it out, and I'm like, it's just been a year, you know, like. But there are good things. So like, if you look for the bad things, but you know, it's, you know, life is kind of sad sometimes. Like when you think about it, like we're all working so hard, and for what? Like I've seen some like amazing people put, like, you think like these people are like not only like rock stars, but like they worked so hard, they were such good people, and then boop, that's it, the end. And like, and 2 weeks from now, no one will care. And that's the hard part of like being a stoic and thinking like, wow, you know, this is, what's it all worth? So you might as well enjoy a little bit of what you got here. And I enjoy, I guess what I wanted to bring back to the whole part of this club too was that I make things for myself, really. So when people say like, we really like your cartoon strips or whatever, I'm like doing the thing that I wish that I had. And Draw or Die really is also a something I wish that I would have had much sooner. If I would have had a good community of artists to bounce ideas off of or anything like that, that would have been cool. So like, that's one of the things that I need this club too. So I like to check in, even though I'm not as vocal on everybody's posts. I do like look through the tags, try to get in the Discord, look around, and go like, oh, cool. This like kind of fuels me up too. So, by the way, what you're looking at here is the drawing prompt for today. When you're part of that daily drawing club, this is what comes every morning around 5 a.m. And this one was a draw in your style. I don't think I can pull up Discord on here. Man, I don't think I have Discord loaded. Can you believe it? Maybe it'll let me in. That would just be amazing. But it's not gonna log in.
Share my screen.
Share your screen. Okay. Alicia's screen. Great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like thumb through some of the drawings there in the Discord. That's fun.
Yeah.
Fan
so
Art
if you
Fanatic. Did you answer my question? Fan Art Fanatic in the chat says, "Did you answer my question?"
I just finished my comics latest chapter, and now I'm contemplating whether I rest or go on to working on the next chapter.
And now I'm contemplating whether to rest or go on. I just finished. How long was your chapter, Fan Art Fanatic? That's one thing. Oh wait, can I add your question to the broadcast? I can. Look at that. Well, that's not the one I want to. Hold on a second. I'm still trying to. It's covering. Oh wait, I can move this around. All right. Now we're talking. I think I can make it smaller. Look at that. You're watching me figure this out live, guys. I'm gonna put your big question on the screen here. So I asked how many pages it was. One of the pieces of advice I have there would be that depending on if it's like a lot and you're feeling like you need to take a break, then definitely take a little bit of break, but don't take too long of a break. Because if you take too long of a break off after you've had the momentum, and I really don't know where you're publishing this, if it's a web comic or anything like that, let us know. But I would say keep the momentum going. Maybe take a couple weeks off if you wanted to, but don't. Always keep the momentum up. 6 colored pages.
I'd keep going.
I'd keep going for sure.
Unless you're like dying.
Yeah, unless you're dying.
So for anyone that doesn't know, this is the Discord. If you need an invite, we'll drop a link in the description and in the chat. But if you're a Daily Drawing Club member and you get the prompts, you have this members exclusive area to share your drawing. And
this was a good one. This one really came out good.
So good.
So again, you pause for a sec. I'm gonna show my iPad again, if I can. Let's see, DJ Comics. This was the drawing prompt today, and it said, "Draw this in your style." How do I hide this now? Do I just hide it? That was "Draw this in your style," and then I'm gonna go back to Alicia's screen. And now you can see people have drawn it in their styles. By the way, happy birthday, Steph. I already wished her happy birthday on Instagram, but...
Yeah, and she got a new iPad, so congrats on that.
Oh, did she get a new iPad? Did she say that in there?
Well, either her or this frog got a new iPad. I'm going to guess it's Steph.
Okay. That one's a good one, too. They're all really good.
So good.
This is so good. Like... it's such a good drawing exercise too, like taking those old woodcut carvings or those old etchings and like making them into something. So I might make this like a regular thing. I got a lot of weird old etchings that I found. So
the other thing to check out in the Discord is if you're not into posting your art on social media, there is a component of the prize entry where you need to post your drawings. And this Promptober thread will be your place to do so if you're not going to post them on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think I put the link to the Discord in the description of this video, but we will. We'll put it in afterwards for anyone watching. Go new iPad. No new iPad. My frog got the pad. All right. Yeah.
Oh, pad, lily pad. That's great.
Okay, I'm gonna switch back to my. You're inviting people to the. Okay. Let's do this. Getting a little bit better with this. I'm using Ecamm Live for my streaming here. It's working out pretty good. I thought I might do some. People were asking me earlier if I would do any drawing on the stream, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my best to sketch while I'm talking here. Maybe we'll talk it out. There's 20 people watching right now live. I don't think that includes us. Cut and paste. I'm just gonna move him over here. So like how I do is, maybe I can also turn on my other view too, so you can actually see what my hands are doing. That's fun. How I always do is I usually draw small. So I'll just draw the shape of this here frog. Get my red. So he's over here. I'm just gonna get space over here and kind of just draw out the little shape. I usually start with the overall silhouette, let's say. Let's call it. It helps you kind of just get the proportions right. At least I do this digitally. I know you can't do this with the normal drawing, analog drawing. But and the prompt was to draw it in your own style. So I'm just going to get where his main shapes are, and I might just get in here and like totally do this up different. So you can see how it's kind of turning into something. And then I'll blow that up right beside there. right like that. It doesn't have to be exact. We're just using it as a example. So I'll fade that layer out a little bit. Hi Cody, what's up? Good evening, 25 people watching. Dylan's not on the stream. You know what Dylan's doing right now?
He's watching the Steelers, I bet.
He's watching the Steelers.
Well, no, it might be over. Cincinnati and Kansas City are on the screen now.
Okay.
Unless it's halftime, but I feel like it should be over by now.
It's probably over by now. Okay. So then I just kind of get in and work on the main key points that I see. Like I see that eye. It's kind of looking like Kermit the Frog to me. So I'm just going to, I might just go with that. Like a drunken Kermit. Maybe. I just like to do all of my drawings like this. And I usually spend, when I do a warm-up, it doesn't have to be more than 15 minutes. I saw something that was very interesting. I don't know where it was on the YouTube. I didn't bookmark it. But it was a conversation interviewing a couple professional artists, David Finch and another guy, like whoever was at these conventions, and they were saying how even Jim Lee, famous comic artist, somebody asked him on a stream that he was doing, how do you get through your, like when you were young, how did you break through your nervousness or whatever in the morning? And he was like, oh man, that's never changed. And he does that by doing warm-ups every morning, because he feels like every morning he forgot how to draw. So I thought that was a very interesting. The echo is very annoying.
There's an echo?
There's an echo, I guess. I don't hear an echo. But thanks for pointing that out. I wonder what's echoing.
I don't know, because you don't echo on my end.
Use echo cancellation. Wait, oh, I think I know what's going on. It might be that my mic was being picked up through my iPad. I'll mute those other channels. Maybe that'll help. Ali, you echo, but doesn't bother me. I wonder what's going on there. It might be again that my mic. Let's see. I'm using a new program here, so I'm trying to figure out. It's probably my fault. You don't have to mute yourself. What was going on, I think, is my iPad's mic was also picking up, but I don't think that it was playing through. It was playing through, so it might have been accidentally picking up part of your voice. Try and talk now, Alicia, and see if they say it's still echoing. Sing a lullaby or something.
I am not going to sing a lullaby. That's not.
All right, so let's know. Keep talking, Ali. Let's see if the echo is gone.
I mean, like, that's really hard, though. Just start talking. Like, what should I talk about?
Well, what was your favorite Pearl Jam song?
I don't know. Anyone where I wasn't looking at the back of the guy's head in front of me.
Okay. Is the echo still there on Ali's end? Ali was also torn on merch. She was like, and I'm like, listen, if you're not a Pearl Jam fan, don't worry about it. It's fine.
I didn't really need a $50 t-shirt.
Right. $75 for that long sleeves shirt. So Eddie Vedder just comes out and robs you.
I'm just going to hop off.
Okay.
All right.
You're jumping completely off?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hang out. Okay, I know you got to finish. She's going to finish the website. I'll hang out here with you guys and draw live and check the chat and all that. So we'll have to figure that out. Figure out what's going on. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye. Oh, I miss her already. Where'd she go? All right, I'm gonna sit here and hang out though and draw this frog. Sounds good. I kind of want him to have a pimp, like a pimp cup. That's what I'm going to do. I was just thinking about missing the daily drawing club stream. I just don't know that I can get up that early to do it along with the other stuff I'm doing, but I kind of want to. But what I just said also was trying not to burn myself out with too much drawing. So I'm doing an awful lot of drawing, but it's all good. Dylan says 4 minutes behind, but I'm here. All right, Dylan. I assume the Steelers won. I don't know. Yeah, those were really fun. Almost like the daily drawing exercises that I was doing were definitely, almost like a test for me to see if, like, can I do this? Get in a flow of doing this, like, show. And, every once in a while we've got, like, some technical problems, like those echoes and things, but I think I've got it mostly figured out. I've switched from StreamYard to Ecamm Live. Honestly, I just got a little bit frustrated with StreamYard's quality, and then I heard that they kind of got sold and changed up their strategy for creators, and I thought, I don't know, just not going to support that too much. I understand, though. Business is business, but I usually support companies that really support creators, like our great sponsors at for the Promptober. So I'm not using any kind of, like, I'm just going to go ahead and, like, bedazzle his mug here. I want it to be kind of like a pimp cup. It's like a pimp frog. Maybe I'll just ink this up a little bit too. I set my timer for 8 o'clock, so maybe I'll hang out here till 8 or so, maybe. I don't know. Work on this drawing prompt. This might be as far as I would go if I was just doing a warm-up in the morning, to be honest, but I think we're going to give him like a chain. Let's do that. If you're late to join, we went over the new prizes, the new sponsors. And that would be Field Notes. Signed on and gave us a year subscription for the Promptober Drawing Challenge. So thank you, Field Notes. Yeah, this frog's wearing like a feathered cap, like a pimp hat, maybe? I don't really know. He's wearing like a necklace. I'm gonna ink it up too. Why not? I'm just gonna ink this up. I think he's gonna be like just sitting on a throne instead, like a blinged out Swamp Kingdom throne. Why not? Golden pimp frog. That's right. It's not easy being green. It's not easy having all the green. So we're going to put all the money over here in stacks. I'll ink that up. It's not easy being green. Almost like pimping ain't easy, being a frog ain't easy, being a pimp frog ain't easy. Flavor frog, okay. Fan art fanatics. So should I take a week break in between chapters? I would say, well, however you're feeling. Are you feeling good about it? Are you feeling good about your own story? Then I say keep it going. Like, why take a break? If you're gonna take a break just because you're tired and burnt out, then definitely take a break. Maybe rethink your story, because, like, you know, you don't want to burn yourself out if you're not feeling it. I can see maybe potential readers won't be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and fade this out. I'm gonna throw some maybe. Is it gonna let me? Okay. That'll be fine. Needs a cane. Okay. Yeah, I'll lean the cane right there. I'm going to go ahead and grab my inker. And I'm not going to use my smooth train for this one. I'm going to go back to my old school inker. I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to lean his cane right here. We're just going to do that up. Carved cane. It's okay. Oh, little tadpoles. You see that? That just kind of came out of the ether. Wasn't even planned. Silly little details. Yeah, Allie brought up a good point. You feel really tired after finishing the chapter. I guess it's because it's my first long form story. Okay. That's something I talk a lot about with 4-panel storytelling. Would be, instead of, I know so many artists, and I've done the same thing myself, kind of burnt myself out with trying to do an 80-page graphic novel or some big huge project, and then I never finish it, and then I feel bad about myself, and then it's back to this. It's back to me being sad and like I didn't finish my comic because I'm burnt out or whatever. But we're gonna just keep this. Turn that layer off again. So take care of yourself, but give yourself some time too. It's okay to change your mind and say, maybe this isn't the story. I know a lot of art friends that are, I'm not really liking this brush. I'm so used to using that smooth inker now that I gotta remember how this brush works. I got a lot of friends that have been drawing the same comics for years. Some of them are completely happy, like Barry Link, he's been drawing his Phineas comics for ages. He's still relatively unknown, which I'm like, man, you think that you'd be around that long, it's frustrating to know, like, not many people know about it. This webcomic's been online forever. But he's happy with that. He's fine with that because he's got his little core audience. But I always tell people try stories out in like 4-panel increments. Like tell a story in 4 panels. I'll show you guys something. Something I built. I built this for VFriends, really, for my work at VFriends. Let me find it. Where is it? Where did I put it? I probably put it in something called Frameworks, right? Okay, yeah. Here we go. All right. This is my story engine. All right. So, hopefully this will help you. I wasn't even thinking about showing this, but now that you're talking about it, I'm going to show you this because I think it's worth sharing with you artists, the 18 of you that are in here, plus Alicia. So your stories are a dime a dozen, okay? Like, there's no real new stories under the sun. So the first thing you want to do is, can you tell me what your story is? So Fan Art Fanatic, can you tell me what your story is in one sentence or two sentences? Tell me the quick pitch for your story and a key visual for that story. So for instance, this is a bad example, but Cowboys versus Aliens. Platinum Studios did that, and their key visual was a guy riding on a horse away from a bunch of aliens. Boom. That was their quick pitch. So first you need the quick pitch, your elevator pitch, and then I want you to tell that story. Can you tell that story in 4 panels? And by the way, let's stop and rewind right there. If you can't tell me what that story is in a quick pitch and a key visual, then you need to go back to the drawing board and figure that out. Like, you shouldn't be doing multi-page comics or anything like that unless you can figure out what is that strong pitch. Hey, Dan. Good evening. And then, once you have that quick pitch, it's tell that story in 4 panels. So can you tell that story in 4 panels at a time? Or tell me the whole story, Cowboys and Aliens. Tell that to me in 4 panels. Okay? And then from there, now can you tell that same story in 2 pages, in 2 comic pages? And up and up and up we go. And actually, you should be able to tell a pretty solid comic story in 8 pages. Okay? You don't really need any more than that to tell a pretty tight story. All the decompressed storytelling that came along in the 90s and post 90s was, just so corporations could make more money selling more issues of comics over and over again. And then up from there, if you're a company, then you go into these, like, what is it going to be, right? This is how Platinum, so their 360 marketing was graphic novels, toys and collectibles, video games, animated shows, live action series, and film. That's pretty much how all comic companies go, but it all starts with that thing right there. So challenge yourself. And by the way, this is the same thing storytelling wise that YouTubers will teach you. If your video doesn't have a key visual, a thumbnail, and the quick pitch, the title, the quick description, just to hit people. If I said, like, it could be like, not like, it's like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be like, it's like Fantasy Island meets the A-Team. You don't want to say that. You want to have a very quick pitch for your story. Anyways, a little detour there, but hopefully that's helpful to think about. Okay. His quick pitch was, let's go back to this. We'll look at this real quick again. Quick pitch for Fan Art Fanatic is: 2 heroes on a journey of revenge uncover the dark secrets of their city's dark underbelly. Okay. That's pretty broad, but it could be interesting. What would the key visual be for that story? Hot piece of toast. I'm gonna say again, I think it depends. Can you tell that story? Like, if Fan Art Fanatic here could tell that story in 4 panels, how would they do it? Like, even if it was very narrative, like Once Upon a Time. I mean, not like that's bad. That's a bad example, but panel 1, this. Say it was a promo for your comic. Panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel. Give me an overview. Tell the story in 4 panels. Right. Well, Fantasy Island meets the A-Team. Stay tuned, because that could be something from V-Friends coming up. Then you tell it in 2 pages. So you might have 12 panels, about 6 panels per page at max, right? 9 panels max per page, 9. And then, 8 pages. I think you can tell a story in 8 pages because, honestly, if we look up, let's just look up real quick. I'll show you. Let's look it up really fast. The Spirit comic newspaper section. You might not be familiar with this, but Will Eisner did The Spirit, which the Eisners are named after Will Eisner. The Spirit section in the newspapers looked something like this. They were 8-page story. This is a little blurry. Can I actually get it to be? Nope. Okay. Fine. Oh, that's a little bit more. That's good. Can I just save that? Save to photos. Go in here. Sneak peek of the drawing prompts for this week. Oh, there's a sneak peek of Dynamic Dinosaur too. Look at that. So that's what the Spirit newspaper section looked like. It was 8 pages of. Let me try to get on my 1 second. Oh, interesting. Try to go back to this view. I'll go back to my bookshelf here. You'll see the Spirit. These are the collections that came out. He always did something interesting with the cover. Some of these books, some of these are kind of not, But yeah, I don't like the way that he drew minorities in there, so I'm not going to show that. But there's always a complete story in one 8-page chunk. And of course, it was done in like the 30s, so like, sometimes he would draw Asian and black people a little bit stereotypical, and he got some heat for that later on, but the world changes and moves on, I guess. I don't like to show it just cause. Oh, that's me. Hello. There we go. Back to this. So yeah, definitely at least 8 pages. If you can't tell that story in 4 panels, you got to go back to the drawing board and that quick pitch. Because really, like, there's nothing that's standing out. If there's something that's got to just hook you. So when I hear two heroes on a journey of revenge, I might be piqued to say, like, why are they? Who are they? What are they doing? What's the revenge? How long is it going to take for me to figure out what's going on? You want to get right to the meat of it. Uncover the dark secrets of the city's dark underbelly. That could mean a lot of things. That could be the mafia. It could be people living underground. Those are all things you'd want to think about in your key visual. But I say, like, if you have a mapped out story, then keep going, keep the momentum going, because you're just going to build and build and build. Especially with a webcomic, you're going to want to build your audience up. That's not what I'm working on. Get out of there. Kind of all over the place here. And there we go. That's where I was. Jumping all around today. Okay. Back to the Pimp Frog for a moment. Join Rex Rocket and Stargirl as they explore the city's dark underbelly, crime and corruption in the city. That's probably a little bit better. I'd work on that. I mean, that's the thing. You got a sentence there. It's a pitch. As I as a reader, why would I want to go on that journey? Rex Rocket and Stargirl as they explore the city's dark underbelly, crime and corruption in their city. Like, why are they exploring it? Those are all things that I guess you could figure out in the overall story. But I was like, if I'm going to if I'm going to give you my time to read it, you might want to hit me with the good stuff right off the bat. Like Story of Revenge, those are classic. But the question was, should you keep up at it? I could show you drawings I did. I don't know how old you are, but I can show you stories I did when I was 16. They're terrible. They're just horrible. They're like the worst. But my influences were like 90s comics, you know. So I don't really fault myself too much there, but you know, webcomics are all about putting the reps in, put the at-bats, posting on social media, all of that. Build one fan at a time and don't quit, because like fans will abandon you. I know this for a fact. They'll stick with you, but if you change projects up too much or if you don't finish things, they leave. Trust me, it's happened to me. There's plenty of projects I got excited about, told everybody about, I started working on them, and then I just wasn't feeling them and I just quit. I didn't even really update too much of the audience, you know, because you can get kind of burnt out on one story, maybe, but that's okay. I think that's the point, is if you're not feeling it, it's okay. Yeah, Magical says get the Y in there, that's for sure. Vox said 90s comics with the many pockets, indeed. So weird. Now my brain is trying to figure out why Allie had an echo. Like you could double hear Allie. I'm trying to think about why that is. The more I watch like ADHD content and they describe like what ADHD is, I'm like, I must have that, because like I do that all the time. I might be sitting here thinking about one thing and I'm like, why is that echo happening? What could be caused on her end with the speaker? Or like, was it my end and her hearing me? I don't know. I am but a mere cartoonist. It sounds like I'm in a chamber. That's because you are, Alicia. It sounds like you're in a chamber. Huh. Do you want to come back and test it? I'm thinking maybe there's I see a little thing that says use echo cancellation disabled for current output. I don't know why that is. On my side it says disabled. Weird. Magical said it sounded like you were a stadium announcer. It was epic. She's like, nope. She loves coming on, and then she doesn't. Like, she's like, I want to finish this website. That's what she was in the zone. She was dialed in, fixing some stuff up for the Promptober website. So hopefully everybody's committed to at least trying Promptober. We've got some cool sponsors. Again, I was very tempted to tell you one that we've got lined up, but I'm going to talk about that next weekend, because we should know more by then. Even though they said, yeah, we're in, email us. I'm excited about this brand. I've seen the brand before, and I never really dived into their products, and now I have, and I'm like, it's dangerous. A lot of cool stuff for artists on that brand. You'll really dig it. So, we also got a, I'm going to share something with you guys right now. If you want, from Field Notes, fieldnotes.com, products. Let's get into Streetscapes. If you were to use the code OctoberDraw for the Streetscapes edition sketchbook, you'll get 25% off. 25% off with the code OctoberDraw. I'm going to take a snapshot of this. We're going to put it right in. And they're a little bit bigger. They're about 7 by 4. They've given us this code will be good all through the month of. Is it gonna work? Nope. Hold on. This is me doing this live, so enjoy. Enjoy me figuring this out. Pump this over here. Grab that guy. Pull him in here. Take that out. I want to put this over here somewhere. That's good. So if you go to fieldnotesbrand.com, use code. It's probably easier for me to. October draw for 25 off. And they also told me that if you tag them, 25% off. If you tag them in your drawings for Promptober, Field Notes will share some of your art. There, she's linked it in the chat for you. That should work now. If not, maybe we'll wait till October 1st, but I think they probably activated that coupon. Streetscapes. I actually have one over here. Do I? I thought I did. Nope. Yep. I actually do have one here. And the paper is nice and thick. So it'll hold like nice marker, maybe a little watercolor. Maybe. I wouldn't test it too much, but definitely good for high quality, thick board there. Really cool. So for urban sketching or something like that, 25% off a whole pack. Actually, the pack looks like this. Because I am a Field Nuts. These packs are 2 packs. So you had a 2-pack of sketchbook, 25% off that $14.95 with code OctoberDraw, 25% off. Thanks again, Field Notes. We'll be talking a lot more about that throughout the month. Love Field Notes. So that's the coupon code for Field Notes, 25% off through October. I believe it is October Draw. Let's go back to just DJ and the iPad. 22 people watching right now, 7:58. I'm almost done with this frog. I'm not going to finish it up because I got to leave here at 8 o'clock sharp. But it's been fun to kind of hang out with you a little bit. Again, the topic earlier, which was a very short topic, was, I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on some life-work balance, but art-life balance, really. Because I think when you're an artist and you're as obsessive as I am, that it's my job, it's really easy for me to kind of fall and go all in and stay up hours and hours and hours working on things. And I really do enjoy getting out and hanging out with my wife and some friends and getting out and observing life too. I think that's the trick for me, is to kind of like dial back and be able to kind of observe different things. You've been just staring at my face. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, why animations? We don't know why our replies aren't showing up, because we replied to you twice, but the replies aren't showing up they're showing up on our end, and then they're not. Like, there's a little drop down, so I think it might be a YouTube thing. But the calendar, by the way, I'm just going to switch back to this view. For anybody that bought things from Promptober, Draw or Die Co., you would have received this. You will be receiving this postcard in the mail. About, I don't know, 500 something went out. So if you were on the list, we did a postcard of the actual drawing prompts. But you can download this at promptober.com. You can just download the actual card. But it's just a postcard. We just thought it'd be cool that it showed up in the mail for you. And you can have it on your desk, whatever. But you could print one out too. It's a 5x7 little postcard. Again, the brainchild of Allie. She was like, I got this list. I'm going to send an automated postcard. So there we go. Dan got his. It's hanging on his refrigerator. Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool. I like getting things in the mail like that. Wasn't cheap for us to do, but we did it anyways. Because we're, it's actually a pretty cool view. Just missing Allie there in the little box. I can just hide her for right now. There we go. Almost. We're almost there. So this is a daily drawing prompt that comes out in the Daily Drawing Club. And 5 a.m. every morning, the Drawing Club gets a prompt like this. Sometimes it's narrative, sometimes it's an exercise. We've got a couple exercises this week coming up. If you are interested in that, it's at drawordie.co. You can join the Daily Drawing Club. Thanks again to the Daily Drawing Club. That's $5 a month. You get a quarterly sticker and some other perks. You get 10% off your merch over there at drawordie.co. We've got the Promptober shirt up, Promptober mug. And of course it'll be very limited, as in as soon as Promptober is over, those things are gone. It's like having fun with the brush. I don't even really care what I'm drawing. Like maybe this is like a wood texture back here, kind of just like letting the tool do its work sort of thing. And it could be very meditative in a while. Right around this time, and I'm already an hour into the stream, at least a half an hour of drawing while I'm talking. Kind of feeling that zone creeping in, where I could just keep going for hours. But I'm not going to do that. I got to be back up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for the VeeFriends stream at VeeFriends Comics, where I'm going to be drawing the comic live. Can't say it enough. Thanks again to all those cool sponsors. This is our pimp frog here with the stacks of green. If I were to keep going, I probably would definitely put some wash colors on this or something. It's very tempting to do that, but I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta go do some things. Who wants a mug? We can do a fast link challenge. Over in the chat, Allie's gonna post a fast link challenge. There's 17 people watching right now. Allie, go ahead and do it, and then we'll get out of here. Fast link challenge is where you click the link, you get the free mug. Let's see, I'll just pull up that mug real quick. Do that. Draw or die. Drawordie.co. Is it in there? Where is it? All products. She's going to put a fast link. Let me know if you can see it. I can see it. I can see the link. I don't know if anyone else can see it. I can see the link. You might have to add it to the live chat over on youtube.com though. Yep. Dan might have got it. Cool mug. I did notice a couple. It's not on the mug now, but on the shirt, we had a couple shirts that had the a weird little mark on it. Is because whenever I exported the artwork, I forgot to turn off the pencil layer, so it was a very faded out red, but it turned white on the transparency. So that's probably why you might have that on a couple of your shirts. But I fixed it. Sorry about that. Just consider it special collector's item or something now. So, but, all right, cool. That's going to be the stream for this evening. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you back here next Sunday, 7 p.m. We'll be back for this again for week 127 of the Draw or Die brand. Maybe not the podcast, but week 127. We'll just change the number right now. Maybe we won't. Never mind. Cool. All right, guys. We will see you next week. See you later.